My peoples, welcome to Box Center. Y'all already know what it is, man. Jay Smith in the flesh. And we're gonna talk boxing, man. This is your favorite boxer's favorite boxing show. Holla at your boy. Yeah. So basically, my peoples, this live is to just let y'all know that we gonna be on and popping Mondays through Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Today's Friday, so you already know what that means. We're gonna be on fire. So yeah, that's what it's about, man. Tune in and you're gonna see some very interesting boxing conversations, very interesting topics. You know I'm original, so it's gonna be all original content. You ain't never seen this before. Put it to you like that. We're gonna kick today off. The first segment you're going to see is goofiest of the oofiest. That's been one of the favorites for people who have seen it. They really enjoyed it. So we're gonna come through with goofiest of the oofiest to kick off today's Box Center full length episode. Y'all already know what it is, man. You gotta tune in and see. We're gonna be talking some real interesting boxing talk. So 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we're gonna be talking, Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis, Jerron Boots Ennis, Bam Rodriguez. We're gonna be talking about the top dogs, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, all of them. If they some of the best in the game, we're gonna be talking about them. And of course, we always making predictions, letting you know who's gonna win, what's gonna be what, how is it gonna play out. Yo, I'm your plug, man. I'm your connections. So again, my peoples, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we're gonna upload this video for you. So this live is also to upload it. Go ahead and hit that like button, my people. Don't be cheap with that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, man, go ahead and subscribe. I promise you, Box Center is gonna be your favorite boxing content. If you haven't seen my videos, goofiest of the oofiest is gonna be the segment that I'm gonna open up today's Box Center with. Basically, man, goofiest of the oofiest is just somebody that did something real goofy, whether it's within the boxing community or boxing fans or something, somebody who did something real goofy, well, they get that award. Goofiest of the oofiest. Box Center original segments. That's what you're going to be seeing here, my peoples. So right now, Eastern Time is 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. At 9 p.m. Eastern Time, in about an hour and 45 minutes, again, I'm going to go live. And the first segment is goofiest of the oofiest. The second segment, what the people want to see. We're going to be talking about the fights that, people want to see. People want them to happen, but for whatever reason, we haven't been able to get them. That's going to be the second segment. And the third segment, I'm not even going to tell you right now, but it's a very cool segment. Just be ready, my peoples. 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Where's Indango? I mean, I don't know what you mean by where's Indango. If you could clarify that question, you got me lost on that one. But yo, man, if you haven't hit that like button, man, stop playing with me, my peoples. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Ain't gonna be no better boxing content than Box Center, my peoples. I promise you. I am your connections for boxing. Just go ahead and hit that button. Boop. It's that simple. I'm not gonna charge you. Don't worry about it. It's free. Heard he had butt on a loose leg. I mean, how many years ago was that fight again? Yo, I don't know, you don't realize it, but people say these things about Bud. Like, I don't know what the point that you're really making is that Bud has an iron chin. Because the guy has 40 fights, and you bring up a fight from like 3 divisions ago. Like, he fought in Dango, I think, like at 140. So, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about at all. Errol Spence just happened a few years back, and you bring in Ndango. I don't know, buddy. I just want you to know that if you haven't subscribed to Box Center, you need to, my boy. Oh, you talking about Mean Machine, and how many years ago that was again? Terrence Crawford has 41 fights. And y'all keep bringing up Mean Machine and Gamboa. 2 out of 41 fights where he got buzzed. That's crazy. You should be telling me, yo, Terrence Crawford got an iron jaw with so many fights. He never been really hurt like that. And twice he got buzzed, and that's what you... And then the 2 guys that you bring up is 2 guys that he knocked out? Come on, man. Stop. Yeah, I gotta stop, man. But anyways, look, when you do that, that actually shows Terrence Crawford greatness. Because what do? Try to go after his opponent and discredit all of them. People did that to Floyd Mayweather. You know, they discredited his opponents, said they were all washed. So every great fighter, that's what his haters do. They discredit their opponents. Kamala or Harris? I don't know, man. I don't know politics like that. Beating up a C fighter. Imagine, I don't know. Imagine that guys who are ranked, everybody who Crawford fought. First of all, in the welterweight division, everybody he fought was either a champion or ranked in the top 5 of the division. Went to 154 straight for a champion. At 140, he became undisputed. Like, yo, Terrence Crawford hasn't fought anybody outside of the top 5 in the division in over 10 years. You call them C fighters because that's what you got to do to discredit greatness. That's what you got to do. You don't do that with your favorite fighters. When your favorite fighter got a few bumps, a few pizza delivery drivers in their resume, you don't do that. You do that to Crawford. With Crawford, you want to discredit all of his opponents. But then, when we're talking about your favorite fighters, you don't do that. That shows you right there the greatness. First of all, shout out to my boy Gregory, man. Appreciate you hopping on, my boy. And by the way, Gregory, I don't know if you've seen it. I said earlier, I posted a video about it. Mondays through Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We on it, my guy. We on it. So this live is only going to go for about 10 more minutes. Then I'm going to get off. But at 9 p.m., it's on and popping. Yo, man, listen. Bakoli versus Ruiz. I love that fight. And really, Joe, I want to see Bakoli with any. Well, I want to see him with a name. I need to see him. You know, I think he earned a shot. I think His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh is going to, you know, put him in a situation to show what he can do at the highest level. So, I want to see it. Canelo smashed all the competition. Canelo, well, I don't know because Bivol did, you know, beat the burritos out of him. But Canelo Alvarez is a great fighter, and he'll beat almost everybody that climbs in the ring with him. You know, if he does a rematch with Bivol, he's gonna get beat up again. And I know that you guys don't want him to give Terrence Crawford the opportunity. And the reality is, man, that y'all don't want Crawford to make history. The reality is that y'all don't want if Canelo loses to Crawford, that's going to hurt your feelings so bad, because now you're going to have to come up with a new excuse. Now you're going to have to say that maybe something was wrong with Canelo or something like that. So people just don't want Crawford to have the opportunity to make that history. They don't want it. Y'all don't want it. Yeah. Bivol, if he fights Canelo, I think he might even beat him worse than the last time. I know, you probably thought Canelo was going to destroy Bivol too, and look what happened. He got beat up for 12 rounds easily. That's the thing. Y'all don't understand that styles make fights. Y'all get caught up in 168. And Canelo, a small ass dude. Canelo 5'7". Terence Crawford's taller than him and got more reach than him. So Terence Crawford has physical advantages over Canelo. Y'all need to understand that. Y'all need to understand that. Terence Crawford is gonna, just like y'all thought Errol Spence was gonna knock him out, and you saw what happened to Errol Spence, Canelo gonna get the same type of beating. He not getting stopped. Nobody stopping Canelo, but Crawford can outbox him, and y'all gonna learn that. Y'all gonna have to learn that. Spence was weight drained. Oh, the excuses. Oh, you notice how you can take every single opponent and have an excuse for him? Like Spence was weight drained. Bring up the car accident if you want. And bring up the eye and bring up that he had smoked a blunt the day before and his cat died. I don't know how many excuses y'all got for that. The bottom line is Terence Crawford became the undisputed champion when he gave Errol Spence the beating of a lifetime. The beating of a lifetime. So there you have it, man. There you have it. You see, go ahead, man. Whenever you discredit opponents, all you do is show how great Terence Crawford was. Because you don't do that with every fighter. You only do that with Terence Crawford. That's what shows you his greatness, my boy. That's the evidence that Terence Crawford is one of the greatest fighters of this era. That you have to go to each one of his opponents and find a way to discredit them. There's the proof right there. Bud is that guy. For real. Every single great fighter, we see that. Every single great fighter. Look at that. Look at Canelo. You talking about Canelo's the best. Canelo destroyed everybody. What was Canelo doing fighting Yildirim? Why did Canelo pick Berlanga ahead of Benavidez, who been his mandatory? Let's talk about that. Why you don't talk about that? What did Yildirim do to earn a fight with Canelo? Why he hasn't fought Benavidez? So go ahead, tell me why Canelo hasn't fought Benavidez. Or you only got that logic for Bud Crawford? Look at your bias. How easy it is to show your bias. You say all this stuff about Crawford's opponent, and then you don't say nothing about Yildirim. You don't say nothing about Canelo ducking Benavidez for years. Go ahead. Put me on. So that's the thing with boxing. That's the thing with boxing. Boxing fans always point out what they want to point at. Look, oh no, Benavidez be popping dirty for Perico. Like, how dumb does that even sound? Who the hell told you that popping dirty for that is a performance enhancement? That's your excuse? That's your excuse that Canelo didn't fight Duck Benavidez because he was doing coke? Bro, you see, that's when you get into that Canelo fanboy mode, where all you're doing is attacking other fighters and defending Canelo, using a different energy for this guy and a different energy for that guy. That's whack. That's why. That's weak because that's fanboy shit. If you want to attack this guy's opponents, attack that guy's opponents. If you don't attack your fighter's opponents, don't attack the other guy's opponents. Well, didn't Canelo pop dirty for steroids? Canelo popped dirty for steroids. And you bringing that up? You bring in Benavidez coke, but you don't bring up Canelo steroids? How ironic. Go ahead, give me an excuse for Canelo. You got an excuse for everybody else. They're bad. Everybody's bad. Go ahead. Show me how Canelo's good. Oops, just a dirty taco. Look at that. You see what I'm saying? Like, you might as well grab... Like, I don't even know what to tell you. I think you already prove it to yourself. You already prove it to yourself, my guy. You already prove it to yourself. Like, that shit, like, listening to you is actually, well, reading your words is actually hilarious. Like, you point at everybody in a negative way, and Canelo popped dirty for steroids, a cheater, but you believe what he told you because Canelo's not a liar. Canelo's telling me the truth. How you sound? How you sound? Like, you sound like a serious die-hard Canelo fanboy. I'll defend Canelo's honor no matter what and attack everybody else. So there you have it. Canelo tested positive for steroids, and you got excuses for him. Wah, 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 wah. My peoples, again, we're going to be live at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be talking boxing. First segment, the goofiest of the oofiest. Second segment, the fights the people want to see. Yo, let's get it in, my peoples. You know we're going to be talking about Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson, Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford, and a few others that the people want to see. So y'all already know what it is, my peoples. Tune in, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be in about an hour and a half. Don't miss it. It's going to be fire. Appreciate you guys hopping on, and I'll see you at 9 p.m. Oh, yo, Ryan Frazier from Canada. Yo, what's the deal, my boy? Yo, Ryan, check this out. At 9 p.m. Eastern Time, which is going to be in an hour and a half, I'm going to go live. I'm going to be talking about my first segment is going to be goofiest of the oofiest. The second segment, the fights the people want to see. So we're going to be talking about Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis. You know people want to see that fight. We're going to be talking about Buck Crawford, Canelo Alvarez. People want to see that fight. They want to know the outcome. So my boy, tune in at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I promise you, yo, it's going to be fire. And my people, hit that like button, man. Don't be cheap. It's free. I appreciate you, Ryan. I appreciate you, Ryan Frazier. Shout out to you for tuning in. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. And you already know what it is, man. We're going to debate. We're going to trash talk. We're going to talk that talk and enjoy the show, my peoples. So I see you at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in an hour and a half. Y'all already know what it is, man. Box Center. Your favorite boxers, favorite boxing show. Peace.